You do understand that Miss Jutler has made some serious counter-allegations against you.
Well, another one of her sick games. Anything to twist the knife. You know, she may seem very plausible to you, but I can assure you that whatever she's told you is a lie. The woman is obviously a psychopath.
And is that your professional opinion, Doctor?
Is this going somewhere? Because I'm really not in the mood for semantics.
Of course. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? For clarity.
Do I have a choice?
When you first realized your wife, Layla Kavanagh, had gone looking for the missing wedding car, your suspicions that Miss Jutler might be responsible were raised.
That's right.
Any particular reason you jumped to that conclusion?
Well, you mean the correct one? The one that resulted in my wife being shot?
You didn't know that at the time.
No. I saw Manpreet, Dr. Sharma. We both shared our fears about Meena. We both agreed that it had to be her.
So you decided to go looking for her. Why was that exactly?
I decided to try and find my wife, who I really should be with now, rather than wasting my time on this.
Then the sooner we get this over with, the better for everyone. So please, try and answer the question.
Just because Meena decides to come up with a different story doesn't mean it's true.
You can see why it might raise serious questions.
Not really, no. My sister's a natural-born liar, amongst other things, including a kidnapper and a murderer.
According to your statement, Liam Kavanagh was acting in self-defense.
Yeah, she attacked him and he had no choice but to protect himself.
Miss Jutler claims that Dr. Kavanagh seemed agitated, that he was hell-bent on trying to kill me, her words.
Well, she's wrong.
You sure about that? Because if there's any part of your statement that you wish to amend...
To give credence to my sister's fantasies, I don't think so. Meena was obviously goading Liam. He told me she kept pushing him, giving him the details of what she did to Liana, to Layla.
And it worked?
No. When she didn't get what she wanted, she went for him. So I repeat, he had no choice but to defend himself. She can twist the story as much as she likes, but those are the facts.
So you arrived back to the village, having not found your wife, and that's when you noticed Miss Jutler at the allotments, by chance.
Yes, nothing's changed.
You caught up with her on the Humpback Bridge.
It's all there in my statement. Can they do this?
Same place your daughter, Liana, fell from.
She didn't fall. She was pushed. By Meena.
And Dr. Sharma, how did she get to the bridge?
She walked down from the cricket pitch. She saw what was going on.
And what was going on exactly?
I've just explained. I wanted to know where Layla was. All Meena wanted to do was tell me how much she enjoyed killing my daughter.
That must have been very difficult to hear. I imagine it made you very angry.
Of course it did.
Angry enough to lash out and attack her without provocation.
Well, you call that without provocation? But no. I didn't attack her, as she claims.
According to her statement, you were in a fit of rage, hell-bent on killing her.
Why are you trying to make me out to be the villain in all this?
Myself and D.S. Rogers arrived to the scene shortly after Miss Jutler had fallen. D.S. Rogers noted that you seemed furtive, like you had something to hide.
Were we? I don't remember.
Is it fair to say you seemed a little anxious?
Do you have any idea what we'd just been through? We thought Meena had fallen to her death.
All the more reason to get your story in order, wouldn't you say?
What? No. I've told you the truth.
Have you really? Or have you and Dr. Sharma conspired to cover up what really happened? From the moment you saw Miss Jutler at the allotments, you had revenge in mind.
No!
You pursued her with only that intention.
You are wrong. I needed to know Layla was okay, that I hadn't lost somebody else I loved because of that monster. No, I'm not saying I wasn't emotional. I didn't set out to hunt Meena down and take revenge.
In the heat of the moment, people can do some extreme things.
This really is speculation.
Do you have a family? How would you feel if you ran into the person who'd torn yours apart?
Miss Jutler claims you put words in her mouth, that you were trying to force her into a confession.
I'm beginning to know how that feels. Why aren't you questioning her like this?
We are pursuing all lines of investigation.
Oh, is that what you call it? If you'd done your job properly, then I wouldn't have had to...
Wouldn't have had to what, Liam?
Oh, thank goodness. You've been gone for ages. I was starting to worry.
I'm sorry. I should have called. I'm just so tired of going over everything again and again. I took a walk and then jumped in a taxi.
Everything's okay. With the police, I mean.
Apart from my sister being a serial killer. No matter what, I'll always be tainted by that association, won't I?
Hey, come on. You haven't done anything wrong, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I can't help feel like there's something you're not telling me.
Great. So I'm being dragged off to the police station, and even you're doubting me.
I'm not doubting you. I know how awful this has been for you. You can confide in me if you need to. I want to help.
So take me home, Charles. Run me a bath. Let me soak the day away.
Of course, whatever you need.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap. It's just been a really bad day.
It's over now. At least we can take small comfort in that.
It was a slip of the tongue. You were pushing me. I got stressed.
Bit like what happened on the bridge, perhaps.
This really is getting tedious. You're clutching at straws.
Still, I can't help the feeling that there's something missing.
What, like evidence? Do you really think this is a good use of police time? You have a serial killer in custody. For God's sake, charge her. Do something constructive for a change.
We both know there's no evidence other than Miss Jutler's word against my clients.
And no, before you ask again, there is nothing I want to change about my statement.
Very well. You're free to go. For now.
About time. My wife needs me.
We'll be in touch as the investigation develops.
Before you find another blind alley, you mean? You'll excuse me if I don't celebrate just yet.